Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Beverly. I do things planner related. If you're new here, welcome to the hot mess. If you're coming back, you know the drill. And if you're new here, today's the day that you get to see the hot mess. So usually I start off these with a planner in front of me. If you are new here, I have been in a planner conundrum. The people that come in, my regulars, they absolutely know that I have kind of went back and forth. I had rings, I had book bound, I had A6 versus personal versus, I even ordered some Franklin Covey inserts. Like, I have run the gamut, and I kind of got where I didn't even want to plan anymore. It became like a chore. It was like I didn't want to do it. I think I was just like overwhelming myself of things, how it should look, how it should be. I wanted to be in rings because it's pretty to flip through, and I love that. And I wanted to be in book bound because I love the feel of a book bound, like notebook, planner. I love the feel in my hand. I am a huge Stalogy person. And I get the B6 cut down to weeks, and I love that size. It's small and portable, and I was even contemplating going back to like a regular B6 and just old G bullet journal it out until I could figure out what I wanted to do. Well, here's the thing. I burnt it all to the ground. I read a blog by Starstruck Planner. I think that's her name on Instagram and maybe here on YouTube. I'll link her down below, about how she threw out all of her planners. And I could relate. I could relate to that. I literally packed up every planner I owned except my personal wide because I'm using it for work, and everything else. Oh, and I kept one tool notebook, the disc bound tool. I don't plan in those, but I am studying for my certification, so I'm going to use that to study. That'll be, a thing, and it's a big letter bound. It's not going to, I'm not going to plan in that. It's just going to be writing and notes for my certification and some class like notes as I take my certification stuff. So I kept that. That's it. I packed up all my other stuff and I put it away. I took it out of my office. I took it out of my planner stashes. I didn't leave myself anything. Now you're going to ask, well, Beverly, what are you doing? Like, what's happening? So I'm going to show you what I've been doing. This is it. So I got this notepad yesterday, but before that I literally had a sheet of 8.5 by 11 printer paper that I had stuck in here, and then that was it. So what is this? So I just have a pen magnet that I've had for freaking ever. I got it in a Lauren Phelps Christmas box like 2 years ago, like her advent calendar box or whatever. And it's really good. It's like my favorite pen holder, and I can't find any more. It's magnet and it's really thin. And then she put out a second one. This is a tangent, and she put out a second one that I picked up, but it bends to make a hole. But I don't like it as much because to me it's more bulky. And honestly, the magnet's not as strong, I don't think. But anyway, okay. Now, anyways, that's what's holding my pen. So this was a week's size Sterling Ink monthly booklet that I bought like last year. I wanted to try them. I didn't get the planner. I didn't hop on that bandwagon last year. And order like the B6 Common Planner. I was never in that. I never did that. I have a love-hate relationship with dated planners. So, but anyways, so I picked up this booklet. I moved into the A6 size. This booklet originally was going to be like a week size booklet, and I could take it between my B6 and my B6 weeks, which was my plan to be just bullet journaling in one of those. And this was going to keep my monthlies so I could jump from planner to planner. I went into the A6 rings, and I was going to keep this in the back in like in the back of the A6 and take it with me when like I went places. Like I've been carrying this. And this is just a booklet I made with Stalogy paper myself and a vellum that I got from like Hobby Lobby. So I was just going to take this in my wallet, and it has sat in my wallet. It has. So I cut it down to like this little pocket size, I want to say. I didn't measure it. I did not go for like pocket size, or I didn't go for passport size. I just cut it down to make it a little smaller. So this is 6 inches by 3.5, 6 by 3.5. So whatever that is. I don't think it's anything particular, but so I cut this down to make it like smaller, and then I've just been keeping my monthlies in here. So I back planned all of this. It was going to be like, I was going to back plan this and save it. And like this thing has been many things, or was going to be many things, but right now it's my monthly. I'm just putting like my appointments.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Sorry. My Alexa went off. My daughter's home from the gym. Hush. So my big dog's going to bark now. So it is, hold on. Alrighty. Sorry, she wasn't going to stop until I let her out. Okay. So, I'm just keeping my appointments in here for right now. When if this works out, this is not going to be a permanent thing for me. I obviously can't stay in this. Maybe I can. I don't know, but I don't think so. But right now I just need to get back to the basics of planning. So I needed a monthly to keep my appointments, and I didn't want to have to redo anything. Like I didn't want to hop into another planner and have to build another month. It just was not gonna, I don't have the energy. So I've been keeping this. I have my recurring bills here in the back. I have a new one for this week. My no buy and my mood is in the back. I can keep track of that. My weigh-in and my measurements that I keep for shopping. And then I have a bunch of Post-it notes that don't have anything on them, just shoved back here so I can make lists. This here is holding like my weekly tracker. So these are the things that I need to do. Those were in my other planner. I use them to keep track of my stuff. This is the cleaning stuff I need to get done. So I put it back on a weekly tracker just to keep it in the forefront. Because if not, I'll forget to like take out the trash or wash my sheets or recycle my recycling. I did throw some Post-its in here for like a today Post-it, but to return, to brain dump, to order errands, so I can use these as I needed. This is just a blank booklet, and I thought if it's something that I really need to write down, I do have like 3 or 4 things that aren't permanent collections, but things I need to like not be on a notepad and that I just tear off, that I've been tearing off, that I'll put in here. So like some lists that, like I have a doctor's appointment coming up and I need to make some notes for that. So a little more long-term lists will go in here. Stuff that I may need to reference until I figure out what I'm going to do. And then this is just a brain dump, whatever. I set this up last night. I just did a brain dump of all the stuff I need to get done. Made a list and I've been checking them off. That's it. This is Pen and Gear from Walmart. I bought it for $2, a 3-pack. It's just going to get, like, tonight I'll come in and make a list for tomorrow. Tuesday, you know, like, that's all that's going to happen. That's all that's going to happen. I may make, like, a weekly to-do list that I need to get done during the week. And then, like, each day as I need. Just so I have a place, because my brain is used to dumping everything on my days, and then if I don't get to it, it goes back to my week or my monthly, but I don't have a monthly, so it'll just go to like a week, and I'll figure it out as I go, but this is it. This is going to be it for this week. I need to slow my roll and kind of figure out what I want to do. Some of the problems I had was the weeks was a little too small. I needed a little bit more room. I kind of felt constricted on what I could write. Some days I was using like 4 pages of stuff, so I felt like, you know, like I couldn't do that. I don't know why. My brain just was like, no, you can't do that. Then the rings was just, I like it, but it overwhelms me. Like it does. It overwhelms me for some reason. I want to stick everything in it, and I want it to look a certain way, and I need it to like, I want it to look away when you flip through it. Like it was ridiculous. It was functional, but it was not, it's just too much. Like I wanted to stick every tracker in it. I wanted to, you know, stick every little piece of whatever in it. And I don't need that. I don't need that right now. I also was having issues because I didn't have a place. I would like to have a place that I can stick on my shelf like 1 or 2 books and for memories, and then that be it. I tried to do a separate memory keeper. It doesn't work for me. I'm not a memory keeper person. The only reason I kept memories is because I kept them from my day-to-days last year. Like I kept them either originally in my Hobonichi weeks, and then I went to the B6 cut down, and I kept those because I was in them every day. So those were my memories. I would throw in pictures and things, but for me to go to another memory place just isn't going to work. I want to journal, but if it's not in front of me, I'm not going to journal. To go to another book and like journal, I journal when it hits me, not like at a timed time. That's not how my brain works. I like to journal when I get a minute or whatever, and that was not convenient. So we will see what happens. I have some stuff ordered. Of course I do. And I'm going to get it and feel it and see if I like it. If I like the feel of it, the size. We'll see. We'll see. For now though, this is simple. This is easy. It doesn't overwhelm me. It doesn't, I need my brain to just stop. Okay. The other thing I'm doing is taking myself off YouTube and Instagram. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't post, because obviously I'm posting today. But I've got to stop scrolling. I've got to stop scrolling. I've got to stop watching constant YouTube videos about functional systems and who's doing what. And I can't do it anymore. So I'm going to stop watching YouTube videos. I'm going to look at a few, like I have a few regulars that I follow that I like to watch. But other than that, I'm not just going to scroll for random YouTube videos. My Instagram, I'm going to try to go on there like once or twice a week. If somebody messages me, I get those notifications so I can talk to people. But I'm just not going to like scroll through. That's going to stop. So, yeah, burn it all to the ground. I was like, nope, done. Getting off the hamster wheel. So I'm going back to just a place to put my appointments that I can see. Honestly, I have them in my phone, but I'm a visual person. I have a booklet for like reference material that I may need to reference. Like I said, I got a doctor's appointment. I just need to take a few notes to take to him. That's not going to be on here. Those will go in here, and I can always make a second booklet if I need to, whatever. And then this will be just for daily lists, things I don't have to keep, brain dumps, stuff I need to do. And then that will be it. That's it. So we will see how this works. I'm actually kind of excited. So, if you have any questions, put them down below. If you have any suggestions, put them down below. Comments, love to talk to y'all about it. And have you ever burned it all to the ground? Like just went back to like a monthly, and this reminds me kind of like an OG 12-month booklet that you used to buy at the store. It's kind of what this is. And then some paper, like it's kind of what it is. Things that I will tell you, I did try to go to like a cheap notebook. Things I'm a paper hoe. I love me a good paper, and I'm a hoe for paper. Paper and pen, like those two things have to be with it. You know what I mean? I gotta have some paper and pen. Now that paper can be in a, like I said, a self-made vellum, the Stalogy paper. That's like one of my favorite papers. But like I just can't. This is fine because I know I'm just throwing it away and it's just a list. Like it's not. But like I just can't. And like to make a cheap planner into a notebook, I tried. I was going to do that. And I was just like, nope, I'm out. The paper was awful. But anyway, so I'll have to look at that too. So if you haven't, like I said, if you have any questions, put them down below. I did not expect to be making this video. But I did. I just started over. Made it simple. All right. Until next time, y'all. Bye.